Hey, everyone. Happy Monday. I am so happy to be here with you for another Make Money Monday. I am going to make sure we are live in all the places. Give me a quick hello as you're joining in and let me know how the audio sounds because I have had some really special issues with the audio lately. Just want to make sure you can hear me loud and clear before I just continue talking for the next 5 minutes or so. Welcome. I am live every Monday, 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern. If you're just stumbling across this, I am Becky Lanter, CEO and co-founder of Modern Direct Seller. And in our Make Money Mondays, we're giving you tips to help you grow your direct sales biz faster. So really glad you are here with us today. Again, as you join in, say hello. Let me know what direct sales companies are in the house. It's always fun to hear who is represented. And today we're talking about 3 strategies that you can do now to prep for fall. And I know that feels a little bit weird. Like we're in the thick of summer over here at our house. Kids just went off to tennis camp this morning and we just got back from a week in beautiful Kelowna, British Columbia, and then also spent a couple days in Seattle. So it was a really fun week of a little bit of workcation. We were there for the DSA Canada conference and brought my mother-in-law and just had a really, really fun time enjoying the beautiful scenery and making some core memories and a little bit of travel hiccups along the way. Made a pit stop in Victoria that wasn't planned. But when you travel, it's a little bit of an adventure, a little bit of a journey. So happy to be back home this morning and kind of back at it. It is a very full week before I head out to some summer conferences and events again later on here in July. So I see Robin on. Good morning from San Antonio. Pampered Chef in the house. So great to see you. Today we're going to give you some ideas of what you can be doing today or as you're rolling into July. Can't believe that we're kicking off a new month tomorrow. Things you can do in July, which is typically maybe a little bit of a quieter month in preparation for the fall. Because as soon as August, September hits, things start picking up pace a little bit. Fall events start happening. Companies are, dropping fall collections, holiday collections. So we want to be prepared and ready for all of that. So here we go. Let's just get right into it. Number 1 is batching and planning ahead, right? So again, I know sometimes when we're in the thick of it or it's summer and we're kind of just flying by the seat of our pants, it's a little bit harder to plan ahead, but you may even at a high level want to just take a look at the next 3 months, right? So we know tomorrow kicks off the 3rd quarter. We are exactly at the halfway point of the year. So as you're thinking about what activities, what priorities, what things you want to make sure you're doing in July to set yourself up for success in August and September. So we actually just went through this process collectively inside our Modern Direct Seller Academy with our pro and our VIP members as we built out that 90-day plan. We got clear on what we want to accomplish over the next 90 days. So when you're thinking about batching and planning ahead in your content, I know for me, even today, I am planning on recording some B-roll. I have a couple of videos to knock out. There's some things that I know that I need to do to set myself up for success over the next couple of months as I am jumping into a new month and planning ahead. So the more you can plan ahead, the more you can batch schedule, just like you're batching out a dozen cookies, we're going to batch schedule out a dozen posts. I want you to think about what you can do to kind of make it a little bit easier for you and lighten your load as you're moving into August and September when things really start to, again, kind of pick pace up a little bit. Hey, Lenore, glad you're here. Steamy Florida, Lemongrass Spa in the house. Good to see you. All right. So number 2 is to organize your contacts. Now, I know for some of you, this has been on your to-do list for a little while, and maybe it's not your most favorite thing to do, but I am telling you, it will pay off tremendously. So 2 tools that I love to utilize that you can think about when you're looking at your contacts. One is going to be Project Broadcast. If you're using Project Broadcast for texting, this is a great time to get in there, clean up any tags you have, batch out some content, have it ready to go, but make sure that all of your contacts are also in there as well. So you may need to do an import export out of your back office. You may need to grab those lead forms from your summer events and input them in. Same thing for Oh My Hi. If you're using that for email marketing, great reminder to get in there, make sure your contacts are in there. One of the questions I've been getting a ton lately is, what do I do with that dead VIP group? Right? Raise your hand if you got one of those. But if you have a group over on Facebook that has people in it, but maybe not people that are super engaged, a great strategy during the month of July is to work your way through that group, making it a priority to make personal contact with each and every member of that group. So when I think about that, I think about going through the member list and maybe picking 10 people a day, or I've taught before, like the A to Z method, right? On July 1st, you reach out to your A's. On July 2nd, you reach out to your B's. On July 3rd, you reach out to your C's, and so on and so forth. If you can alphabetize that list, that can kind of help you out. And so you're just taking one letter a day, sending a quick message, just say, yeah, Laura's like, yeah, I got a dead VIP group, right? Just sending a quick message saying, hey, wanted to let you know Facebook's been a little wonky lately. I don't want you to miss out on anything. So can I send you an update via text? Can I add you to my email list? And so twice a month, you know what's going on. So just a really simple invite to ask them if they would like to hear from you in different ways. I guarantee there are people sitting in that group that are not anywhere else for you, right? Like they're just in that group, and that's a problem, right? We don't want people just sitting in that group, especially if there's not a lot happening there. We want to move them to some other platforms where you prefer to connect with people. So that might be text, that might be email. And here's a quick tip on this. I would not even say like, okay, you want to be on my email list? Cool, go to this page, fill out this form, you're going to get a coupon. I would simply just say, oh, great, what's your email address? Oh, okay. Then you can manually go in and add them to your CRM, whether you're using Oh My Hi or another tool for email marketing. Great way just to connect with people quickly, offer them something juicy, let them know that Facebook's a little wonky and that you still care about them, you're still thinking about them, and you still want to support them, but maybe not on social. So a great way to get those contacts updated, organized, and also grow your list at the same time. So highly recommend during the month of July, get yourself organized, because again, once August, September hits, those fall releases happen, things just really get a little bit crazy. And we often don't have that time to go back and update things like contact lists, which I know feels a little bit tedious or a little bit manual in doing those messages to the dead Facebook groups that exist out there. And you know, we all got them. We all do. I don't even want to admit how many Facebook groups I'm a part of. But if you've been using that for your customers and you're like, oh, I got a lot of people in there that are not saying a peep, this is your nudge to personally reach out to them, connect with them, and invite to connect with them in a different place. Okay, number 3. And this is kind of a bigger one, but I really think it's a smart idea in the next week or so. Some of you have a holiday tomorrow. We have Canada Day. We have 4th of July coming up. We have some long weekends happening here. And I know that oftentimes those long weekends, we kind of want to check out from everything. But I want to challenge you to carve out an hour and a half, find your favorite beverage, find your favorite spot. Maybe it's on a warm patio, maybe it's in a coffee shop, and build out your 90-day plan. Again, if you were in our retreat with us last week, we got a little bit of a head start on this. You may have some finishing touches to put on your 90-day plan, but if you weren't with us, go ahead and do the DIY version. You can head over to moderndirectseller.com/90 to grab the template for the 90-day plan. And the reason why I love a 90-day plan is we have a pretty good idea of what's happening over the next 3 months. You probably know what events you're doing, what vacations you're going on, what activities you're engaging in, what kinds of business building activities and active selling strategies you want to engage in. So this is a great time to map out July, August, September. The best thing about the 90-day plan is we're creating one big goal breaking it down into 3 milestones, and then we're working that into week by week activities. So this is the paper that I say to like put on your bulletin board, put on your desk. So each day, like today, it's a Monday, we sit down and we look at that list and we say, okay, what are my priorities for the week to accomplish this bigger goal that I have for myself? And that big goal could be earning a trip. That could be setting up a website. That could be using email marketing. That could be reaching 100 new customers. You get to determine what that goal is and really set your pace for it. And a quick tip, I will say that there's some things that I really love AI and ChatGPT for. And one of those is taking a big goal and helping you break it down. So if that process of breaking it down into 3 big milestones or weekly tasks feels daunting to you, lean in to a little bit of AI to say, hey, this is what I want to accomplish by, what would that be? October 1st, 2025. In the next 3 months, here's what I want to do. Here's what I want to achieve. Help me break that down into weekly goals to help me get there. And again, if you know you're going to be on vacation for a week or you're not going to be around for a week, cross that week off on the list. You get to kind of set that pace to determine when you're doing those activities. Or if you know that July has more availability, maybe you're an educator and you're in this, like, July is the month that you're not teaching. Okay, great. Let's put a little bit heavier focus on July and a little bit lighter focus maybe in August when you're back to school, and then September when you're kind of getting back into the groove of fall events. So I think that this is the perfect time of year to do that. Again, we are at the halfway point of the year, and it's a great time to kind of take a look back. Where have you been? What have you accomplished? Where have you fallen short? Where do you need to recalibrate, make adjustments to make sure that you're hitting those goals over the next 90 days? So with that said, I hope you have a great Monday today. It was great to be on here with you and see all of your faces. I am super excited to kick off the third quarter here in just another day. So with that said, I will see you guys back here, same time, same place next Monday. All right. Bye, everyone. See you soon.